Hi guys, this is Marcel again. I made a mistake. Before, before I recorded this, I just spent the entire video just talking, and I didn't realize that he hadn't hit record button. Now I am recording, so now this is Stargate. This is in Minecraft Stargate SG1 making SG1. It's not the mod as you would see in YouTube. This is just uh, this is my part of it. There will be um, medicine, hospital quarters, and I'll try to make as authentic as possible. I could remember. I don't know. Maybe there are some deviations from the original Stargate SG1 because there will be barracks. There will be just basically any. There will be like enchanting. That will be meant like let's say call it. It would be like a command depot, like where all the intel is done, and so now this is just making the hospital quarters. So this is just as I told before part one. I'm making Stargate SG1 Commandos Sand Mountain Complex. Not the military part of it, but from this series Stargate SG1. If you haven't seen them, I advise you to watch beforehand, and you will understand the most. The more details about this series, and I hope you enjoyed this and this is just making sure all this is just making sure that all of my build is correct. Not so. I don't want that like to make one. I would like to make it like exactly like one to one, like hospital quarter there, the dimensions of it. But I looked at I looked in the segment. Oh, it's still an active army. I know it's an army base. I don't know, but it's an army complex. So and no one wants to show the complex, and that's why. And this is the hospital quarters that I told. No, I didn't want. There will be like here will be like replenishments, arrangements, like stakes and other where you can regain your health. There will be barracks where you can get your weapons and I don't know. Will I make like dispensers with arrows like traps and like turrets? I don't know. Will I make them? But I have no idea to make them because it's like a defense system. If something like a creeper comes in, and it would be like annihilated. Now I'm thinking how should I make this command post, and I think I went a bit over. I think I went a bit too high. So okay, now door. So door because because the I don't know why I destroyed the door. I have no idea. Okay, but now this is just the command area where you activate the Stargate from, and because if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, Feel free to watch the series. It's called Stargate SG1, and this is where me making the tunnel for where my door should be for entering Stargate area, the Stargate room. I knew that it wasn't so far. Okay, now this is just clearing out the tunnel for. I think here will be some barracks. So I don't know. We'll make some barracks. This is clearing out more in this layer because there will be like sliding doors with pistons and so on. So the piston doors aren't so hard to make, but it takes a lot of space to. But it looks like more realistic, I think, because of the looks. I remember it was like sliding doors, and here I made a mistake. I didn't realize that I forgot that you need four blocks in between the pistons. But no, I didn't like it, so now I moved the door. Two blocks, I think. Yes, it was 2 blocks I made. I moved the pistons, and yeah, it looks better from here because and the downside of the sliding doors is you can make them, but it doesn't look great because the pistons would be visible. I don't want that. I want like to be like directly. I want to see pistons. I want to just be like it works. I want to make it look ordinary, all and just with a dent in it. I want to make that. Okay, now making okay, switch works. I want to test. When I'm making these doors, I'm testing it because if I make a mistake, I know where. And as if you make these stairs, make sure you check all the time, because if you make a mistake, like you make a, as you can see, I made here a mistake, and I know if I where, when, and how I need to check the correct my mistake. Okay, now as you can see, it is like it is, but the sliding doors are done. It it was put back. Okay, now I just forgot to make some torches, place some torches, because this is most part of it was clearing out all debris, not debris, but all the blocks from Stargate complex, Stargate room of complex, because the Stargate takes a lot of space. And this video is not so long as the perfect part 1. This was video basically all it was clearing it out and making fine adjustments to Stargate for my Stargate design, and this is at first I didn't want to use TNT blocks because because it would like annihilate all the wanted pieces, and it still doesn't, like, if I say like it's not an Xbox, like on Xbox you can save, and if you don't save, it just doesn't, like, the changes were never there. So now the problem with this is if I blow something up, it will just stay there, and I don't want that. So this is the problem with PC version, that it's auto saving if there isn't like where you can take it off, and but the problem is you don't have a save button. If you can take it off, you wouldn't be able to save, and that is the problem I faced here. Because if I would like make something I couldn't save, I hope Mahjong does like it did in Xbox, where you could where you can like save for yourself, and there's no like auto save, I think. So because like when you're playing with like friends and so on, if, if your friends are just messing around blowing stuff up, you need to like be able to not save it, because you could like put like 20 hours in this, like for example, you have put like 20 hours in it, and your friend has just made them some TNT blocks and blow stuff up. It's always 20 hours, it's all wasted. And so I don't know, I don't know how hard it is to like mod the code of the game before we're not to auto-save it. But okay, enough of this. Enough of talking about Mojang and auto-saving. So now, this is just clearing out. It's wrong. No, just I got tired of clearing it out all by hand, and just use TNT blocks, just one or two at a time, and do not like do not destroy the whole complex. So now, the best way to clear it is, of course, TNT. But the stone, I don't know how far the stone blows up. So I didn't, I haven't tested it on the stone. So and but, so now this is just basically is clearing it out, and so it's not so interesting to watch. To clear out some, but I made this room a lot bigger than I needed it, but it gave me an opportunity to make some sort of gate that I wanted. I didn't want to make it like small, and I wanted all the not all the symbols, but like the same symbols that open Stargate. I wanted them to be there also. I used redstone lamps, I think. Yes, it was called redstone lamps. But later you'll see how it looked. You'll see I made it a lot bigger than I needed it. But there I had problems with my computer. I forgot to hit record, and I had done a lot of stuff. I forgot to hit record, but and you couldn't undo just the things you did. But as you can now see, the place is dug up, and this is just using glass planes. I wanted to use white glass planes, but like in 1.7.2 it is white glass planes, and it didn't look funny nice. The switch I placed there was for operating Stargate. I wanted just not from the above, below. You can operate only from the above. You can operate the Stargate. This is just it's not like a functional Stargate. I could have made with another portal, but you can't make another portal wider than 2x6. Okay, as you can see, this was the place I forgot to hit record button. This was just, I don't know what happened there. Maybe some lag. I don't know. I'm frustrated about that. But This is just making. This is just thinking about the Stargate itself. How can I make it? No, this was way too big. But at the end of making this video, at the end of making this video, I realized maybe this should have been better, because I would be able to place all the redstone lamps. But this was afterwards I did it, and this was just done. But I didn't make a circle even. and then I did, and maybe if you're wondering why this is the slot is like underneath it, you will see later in the video why that is. This is here will be dug in the mountain. Is the okay. Okay, now here will be dug in the circuit that operates. It's not a very complex circuit, but it took a lot of time to make it, because beforehand I had tested it. This is the circuit, how it will work and how it will look, but I still messed up something. As you can see, I placed the piston wrong place. Okay, because I want pistons to be reversed, so it means that they are always in extended position. When I hit the switch, they are in their subtracted, not subtracted. Okay, in their closed position, and this is like a repeater. And because I'm doing this, because if I would do only redstone wire, it would just intersect with any intersect with. As you can see, all the pistons work. All the pistons are working. Now I will make a reverser. This is just a block, any block, and a redstone torch on the side of it. This is going to be my material for the Stargate. As you can see, I kind of made a mistake. As you can see, it works, and yeah, it took a while to make this circuit complete, and now soon you will see the finished product. As you can see, I made like this was my first attempt, but you will see that it didn't work. It didn't work, and I had to change the design of it. So now it is. So let's see. It's now that it's a round circle, but now it's like a house looking, because it didn't like all the redstone wire had to go through the water, and it is not going. As you can see, all the snowballs have lit up, and the problem I had was that if the delay was fine. So if you enjoy this video, please feel free to subscribe. There will be more videos for making Stargate SG1. Goodbye guys, see you later.